Peace and wisdom, lovely spirits. Wise Solid speaking. All praises to the horizon. Of course, you guys see the title. I want to do this deep video explaining memory, death, mummification, and afterlife. If you have any questions before I start, ask. Peace and wisdom, Trisha. Sean Fletch. ESK Triple G. All out too. Griffin Joshua Hall. Peace and wisdom, Joshua Hall. I sent you a email. Whoever has the land and resource cost, check your email. As I said, if you have any questions, y'all can ask before I start. Like I said, I want to explain how memory works. How death works, or if we die or not. Why Egyptians mummified the body in the afterlife. Commissary is very my Cash App is, if you click the description arrow next to the title, a little arrow thing, my links are there. Just click the Cash App one. Go on ahead and put about 50 grand in there. I wouldn't even be mad at you, you feel me? Be a little short, but you he said that. I'm going to throw a little 50 grand in there. Y'all know how I like it. $1 million scholarship. Going to throw them 50 grands in there. Nothing less than 10. Less than 10, you feel me? No ego. Let me leave y'all alone and stay focused. Salam, shalom. If anyone else wants to give back for this deep wisdom, sometimes videos be popping up. I hope I don't hurt nobody's feelings. But sometimes some of y'all videos pop up. You like a blogger. You know the latest gossip. And he be like, I don't want no money. Nigga, why would anybody want to pay? I be laughing like niggas be on here getting hella lost, boy. If you do gossip or something, you don't need nobody to give back to you or nothing. You feel me? It's not. Just a thought. I know some of y'all think that too. Gossip ain't no talent. Coming on talking about the latest nonsense ain't. Y'all youngsters and oldsters in today's time. Y'all be like this YouTube shit get y'all real dumb, huh? You better stop fulfilling niggas' prophecies. I'll be fulfilling people's prophecies. In the future, man, they gonna have handheld phones and be dumb. And y'all like, yeah. Yeah, I think we should fulfill this. Let's fulfill our royal duties. Be dumb. I was gonna like this, but you know, y'all so shallow-minded and judgmental. I'm scared. I'm not. It's like wine tasting. You gotta understand how marijuana, most of y'all, you know, you're a tacky smoker. You got wine drinkers. This is classy upscale. Then you have beer and the can drinkers. Of course, we all know beer is fake wine, the bubblies. But this shit costs 50 cents. It's just disrespect. Wait, come back. If you drink beer, I'm sorry. Just come back. I'm good. I wasn't. It was about marijuana. Now, when you taste wine, you gotta see if it got legs. Just a little jewel for some of y'all. Y'all might, find yourself in wealthy atmospheres one day. You mad, ghetto, and sloppy and tacky. So you holding the wine glass, holding the wine glass like it's a 40. Hold that thing like that pinky sit out. You sip it, you say, you don't do it like you do the 40. You be like, do the light sip. Then you be like, this got nice legs, the wine. So they know you belong after that. They like, okay, yeah. He know all about the wine game. You just kick back from there. And then be like, that's how I do with the bud. I be like, nice breasts. Nice breasts on this blunt. This is delicious. Let me stop. They flagged. Can you believe they flagged Big Uzi? This is just getting like, it's like jail. YouTube is slowly becoming jail. Can't curse, you can't talk about homosexuals. I could talk about a regular nigga, but I can't talk about a homosexual. I'm trying to break down deep wisdom on homosexuals, how they anti-matter. You know, when antimatter and regular matter come into contact, boom, it's an explosion. Like when a homosexual man come into contact, boom, explosions. Like, flag me. So they don't want y'all to get this deep, but I'm still on duty. Now, let's get to the video. Like I said, I'm explaining memory, death, mummification, and afterlife. Thank you for the give back unknown concept and the brother that asked for the yeah, I got that Joshua Hall. I appreciate you, brother. You know that I always tell you can kick back whenever you choose. Now, peace and wisdom, Yesenia, immitably. If any of you guys you might drink beer out the can. So now you mad. You like, I don't like solids because I'm just playing. You could drink beer off the floor. I still wouldn't hang with you guys. I'm just playing. Just a little play, don't worry. You thought you had a friend, right? I wasn't about to be nice to you, don't worry, I don't do that. Fulfill my prophecies, like y'all said I mean, so. Keep it that way. Keep it mean, big baby. Now, let's get to this deep knowledge. 2-3 hits of that marijuana. Change my mind. I changed my mind. I'm gonna watch Juice with Omar Epps and Tupac. I'll come back and do this video another day. Okay. If you smoke marijuana, and you know you got ambition problems, you should stop. Just a thought. Now, let's begin. A known confidence that I drink beer every day. I like y'all. I don't want you guys. I don't want you guys to get frustrated. I don't want to have to hurt anyone. Y'all become quite fond of low budget shit. Now I understand money a little tight. You say I ain't really got enough to be buying no more wet, champagne. Shit, I ain't really got it for that right now. So you go cheat, you go get your little canned beer. You don't get so familiar with that canned beer to now in public you're like, man, I drank some. I drinks me a old English every day. Can't you see the name? Vivi Clique. I'm saying it wrong, but you feel me? Moet in Shandon. Nah. Moet Shandon. You feel me? Colt 45. It's like a nigga. So you have to understand, like, okay, this is named after Italians people's names. Vivi Clique, Moet. This shit is named after a pistol. You're drinking a you can drink the Colt 45. 357. I thought you're just playing. I'm sorry, come back. I didn't. If you drink beer, come back. I'm just playing. Don't be like that. We just having fun. Come on now. The point I'm making is some of y'all, you're a little low budget. You're a little low budget. So I'm just schooling you on little things, Beer is bootleg champagne. Bubblies. Bootleg though. Comes in a can. You know how champagne comes in that nice bottle? 40. A 40 comes in an old fat. You see how champagne got a nice gooseneck? That 40 bottle got that fat. I gotta stop. I'm sorry, I didn't. I'm too funny, man. I'm gonna be a comedian. I mean, I see the nigga drinking a 40 one day. I said, what in the fat? What in the overweight bottle? It's not a champagne. Oh. I'm sorry, beer drinkers is funny to me. I watch y'all, man, and like I said, the negative things in life, everything is here. Everything is here for like to put you in good spirits. You just you can't fall into it. I'm sorry, let me get to this video. Nigga mad as shit right now. My laughing is from that, I'm sorry. It's a nigga crying right now. Like he won't kill me. Like, I see Solace, man. Some of y'all got goals. Like, when I see that nigga Solace, take your ass down to the supermarket and go see about that job, nigga. Just stop drinking that beer. Now, let's start. I apologize. A little emotional, I had to let it out. That's a deep thing. Now, let's get to this deep knowledge. Hopefully, you guys got a good laugh. Seconds be going by fast. Unknown concept said, yeah, I'm sorry. On a real note, though, beer is bootleg champagne. I'm not being funny about that. Everything I said is a fact. It's just funny. If you look at a 40-ounce bottle, it's like champagne. Oh, let me shut the fuck up before I get canceled. Say champagne like Beyonce. Then you got the 40 bottle. That shit like Roseanne bottle. Shit thick around the neck. Ain't got no, you feel me? Motherfucker just slip right. Ain't got no form. Like, that shit ain't built right. So whoever having these 40-ounce bottle, baby, whoever birthing these 40s, big baby, you need to kill them. They bringing the value down. Now, you always gonna have bootleg things. So K2, this is bootleg marijuana. Some of y'all on that. Maybe tweak the fuck out your brain. And so, in today times, I wouldn't advise you smoke with anyone. You never know what's in there. The nigga might have pills rolled up. I don't doubt anything from these young. These niggas be walking around mad. Y'all look like demons. Like suspicious. This nigga dude, and I remember like, oh, they be talking shit online all day. Then they come outside and be scared as shit. They think somebody gonna recognize them. Retarded and shit. Not the bloggers. I'm talking about y'all in the comments. They be talking shit in the comments, forget. Niggas don't know what you look like. You ain't got no operating channel. You outside scared to death. Now let's get to this deep. Peace and wisdom, my Cherie. Man, I just made myself hot. If you a little fat and shit, you can always sit Indian style, throw on Richard Pryor, get a good laugh, you know, till a little bit of pee come out. And you feel your stomach get wet, underarms and shit like that. So you might say, like, I don't really like working out. I like eating out. McDonald's. Wendy. I'm sorry, let me get to this video. Do this all night. Oh, disturbing people is what I do. Right? I'm a professional. I don't want anybody to get aggravated. You can always hire me. Say, this fat motherfucker getting on my nerves. So I want to hire you to bother this nigga. Just pull up. And say, you don't like to work out, you like to eat, alright? Wendy's. It's the fucking child's nigga. Now, like I said, if you're a little overweight, you don't like to work out, you can always, laugh out. Laughing is healing. It's exercise. It works the immune system. It's good for sweating, building up energy, good energy. And so a lot of y'all are malnutritioned on laughter, meaning your laughing energies is quite low. They say like your iron is low. Some of y'all laughter is low, real low. Laughter is the foundations of happiness. However fast it is for you to laugh. You get my point? Look at little babies when they first born. You could do any dumb thing, they'll laugh. It's because of that. You get it? They pure inside, they happy inside. It don't really take much to make them laugh. As you get older, you get hardened. So some of y'all probably didn't get a good laugh in a while. Life got you aggravated. So you like, I ain't like. Y'all know how we get if you old. You don't want to get like that. You want to, y'all have the things y'all believe in and y'all have, y'all fights. But you still want to be able to laugh and stay, good spirited. I say that because that's the foundations of wisdom. Now, before I explain memory, I want to start by explaining awareness. Of course, you guys all seek God. A lot of y'all ask me, what's God? You believe in God. Belief don't have nothing to do with know and truth. And so belief should never even be a question that an adult asks. That's kid talk. You believe in Santa Claus? You believe in this? You want to groom the mind to asking no's. This means you're requiring the proofs or the truths of a matter. To ask somebody what they believe is They can tell you anything because you didn't ask. You get my point? And so you want to get the mind focused on reality. Meaning, belief don't have anything to do with anything. You ask me, Solace, do you believe in astrology? That's not asking me if I know astrology. So I'm saying that so if you speak in that way, you can become aware. Okay, I'm not even on the path of truth or wisdom. I have to get my mind. You get my point? Y'all speak on the frequency y'all on. Because the frequency is all the way not locked in seeking truth. 100% truth, no emotions included. In that, you get it? Y'all have room for like belief, maybes. In that, when y'all speak, it naturally comes out on whatever frequency you want. So, like I said, belief has nothing to do with the truth. You want to get the mind locked up, on truth. Now, a lot of you guys ask me about God. God is a 3-letter word, meaning you guys know English. It has alphabet letters. Arrange them however. Arrange 3 of them, they spell God. Of course, in English, you have definitions for words. The point I'm making is, outside of those letters, none of y'all know God. That's why y'all say, do you believe in God? And so I'm making a point. A lot of y'all seek God, you have to adjust the mind. The mind can't be on seeking lie. You get it? Yeah, I'm seeking God through belief. No, that don't. You have to seek God through truth. That should make sense. If you have a belief system or you believe in something, you don't have to get scarred. Apply the wisdom to self, meaning think on what's said. If you fit the shoe, adjust if what I said makes sense to you. And so the mind has to be pure, meaning y'all don't realize how pure y'all thoughts are. Y'all don't really put it on y'all don't reflect on it. You say, everybody say belief, so that's what I say. But belief don't have nothing to do with truth. And so if you believe in something, you get my point? So you say, man, you should look at it like this. We're born into belief systems. In that, none of y'all know. You get my point? That's how simple it is. Meaning if you say, like, how I know what he's saying is true? You got a belief system, and so I don't. Put it to you like that. I'm really wise, but I deal with what I said. No truth, wisdom. You deal with belief. And so there's no clarity. It's just the belief. But this is what you signed up for. In the mind not being clear. You get it? Meaning y'all can get led any kind of way if the thoughts ain't clear. And so what I'm saying is for those that's, lost into beliefs. It don't even have to be religion. I believe in aliens, all kind of things. You're gonna be fulfilled or given what you sign up for. So if everything that you have, you have a religion, you have aliens, you have many things. But ain't none of these things clear to you. You didn't sign up for clarity. You signed up for the beliefs. And so God has to do with the know. Once one knows God, one has a full understanding that letters put together to make a spelling have nothing to do with the thing. My name has nothing to do with me. A person can say they know my name 50 million times. Meaning you could have heard my name before, never seen me, and you can say, yeah, I know that name. I'm familiar with Solace. But that don't have nothing to do with me. You get my point? In terms of you knowing me. And so the point I'm making is everybody knows the letters God. That just being a phrase to describe a thing that most don't never know because they lost on the word. In the beginning was the word, G-O-D. Stop bothering me out. What I just said is truth, though. I'm laughing because it's funny to me that y'all don't understand simple words. The Bible's not complex, it's quite simple. In the beginning was the Word. And you fast forward to now, you have this people, they have this word they worship. The Word is God. They worship this thing. It's invisible. It has a son. Yeah, this shit go deep, but they signed up for that, right? They die, they be confused. Why am I on fire? Signed up to believe in words, like, like shit don't make no sense, but that's what we fell into. And so knowing God is an understanding. It starts with, awareness. Meaning you got mind, spirit, body, however you want to view it. You have unseen aspects of self and life, a substance aspect of self and life, and a physical aspect of self and life. God has to do with I don't even want to say God because the term has nothing to do with, life. It has to do with dominance and, negative things. But that's another story. I'm using the word to describe what has the glory in life. You get my point? Meaning y'all view God as something that's greater than everything else. So I'm trying to explain this thing to y'all. Most people on a path of religions and things like that, they seeking to worship. Worship was never a goal, or you get my point? It doesn't make no sense. Worship a thing, then what? And so the point I'm making is not about believing in God and worshiping God and all this God stuff. It's about awareness. One becoming aware of God, not the letters. Understanding of life. You get my point? Life has a point. In terms of math and equation, knowing life or God and understanding that is the point. Not worshiping it. You get my point? Getting lost in things, but becoming aware and understanding. It's like to say I introduce you to your wife. Now you just worship. You're great. That's dumb. Get off your feet now. Meet her, talk to her, get to know her. You get it? This is what life is about. And so this is what God is about. Y'all becoming familiar with the thing. Knowing it. Not just worshiping it and speaking babbles, but knowing the thing. Hopefully that makes sense. Now, in order for you guys to grasp memory, death, afterlife, of course I'm going to explain mummification too. You have to start with awareness. This is like God. Now, to be clear on what awareness is. Awareness is like vast space, not one individual thing. So y'all individuals, y'all see life from an individual perspective. You get my point? Y'all see God as an individual. Not by chance, it's just the perspective you see life through. So, not realizing it, y'all see everything through this individuality. Awareness has nothing to do with that individuality. Awareness is presence. Are the senses being active? You know, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, seeing. Awareness is a presence, but it needs something to be aware of. So before you have anything, you know, individual bodies, anything, you have all awareness. Like I said, awareness is just presence. Look at it like the five senses. And so you have this space of just awareness. Of course, awareness is just like airs. This is why God is referred to as the breath, word. You know, these things are airs, kind of moving. Now you have this awareness. Of course, it has nothing to be aware of, but it's still present. You have thought. I don't want you to confuse awareness, thought, memory, and all these different things. Awareness is awareness. This is presence. Thought is like awareness in action. You get it? In judgment. But this is all based off an experience. Like I said, awareness in the beginnings, before you have anything, you just have awareness or presence. It has nothing to be aware of, but so it's present. Give you an example, when you in unconscious sleep. It's dark, black, there's nothing for you to be aware of, but you are present. You're not dead, otherwise you wouldn't wake up. So you're there, the senses are there. Just say nothing for you to be aware of in that time. So look at it like that. Remove the body, you have presence. But we're not speaking of the unconsciousness being this presence. The presence is just the presence. The awareness. Of course, when you awake, you can see, hear all of these things. When you go to sleep, the presence is still there. Thought being something that this awareness or presence can do. But of course, it has to experience something. And so this is where unconsciousness kicks in. So you have awareness or consciousness. This is your vast presence or airs. Then you have unconsciousness. This is the first body or dark cover of awareness. So you have this presence and then you have unconsciousness. Unconsciousness is like the first body for this unseen thing. It being unseen itself too, but dark. And so when these two emerge, you have a soul now, meaning awareness or a presence in its darkness or body. We're speaking unconscious and conscious right now. And so that right there would be a soul. Like I said, that's a body with a presence in it. This body being unconsciousness, unseen is, whatever you want to view it as, but y'all experience unconsciousness. And y'all are the presence in it. But we're speaking before vessels. We're just speaking awareness coming into physical life. And so awareness is not an individual, like I said. It's vast, but pieces of it can be covered or clothed in unconsciousness, which is like its first body. Now, when the two are merged, the unconscious body will manifest or illuminate as substance, and the awareness will have something to be aware of. So this is how your spirit body comes to be. So you have this awareness covered in its unconscious body. When the awareness becomes aware of the unconsciousness, so you get my point, it makes the unconscious body manifest. Of course, The unconscious body, as well as the awareness, is like airs. Two different states of airs, like cool and warm air. When they merge, you get water, rain, substance. Think like that. You have awareness, or one state of airs, which is a presence. And then you have another state of airs, or darkness, that is its body, or covers it. And because of that, you get like soot, or substance. Spirit body. Now you have this awareness trapped in two bodies, an unconsciousness and a substance body. Like I said, the awareness and the unconsciousness is the soul, the mind. You can view it like that. Mind being like the first stages of individuality. Say mind. You have to be an individual to kind of want to claim a thing as mine. If y'all following, put up one or something. And so now you have this spirit body. And now this awareness has something to experience, something to be aware of, or something to use to have awareness to see. Dealing with substance or spirit, this evaporates, so it's not fixed. So whatever is experienced will evaporate. Now, the body and memory, I want to discuss that. Hopefully y'all grasp what a soul is and spirit, and how these are two different bodies that the awareness is trapped in. And this is your many manifestations or emanations to an individual. Now, when the spirit body or the substance body is placed in a physical body, now the awareness has a means to be self-aware. So in spirit body, the awareness can be aware. There's something to see. It's like when y'all in dream, there's something to see and do, but it evaporates. When y'all in physical body, now y'all have the ability to not only be aware, but y'all can be self-aware. Say, oh shit. And this is the pinnacles of maturity or growing as a soul. Meaning in physical life, most people never aware of themselves truly. Y'all can see y'all bodies, but truly being aware of the self. So in my emotional state, I don't like how it is. You get it? Y'all are not aware of yourselves. The thoughts that are in y'all mind circulating, causing you to go in whatever emotional state you in. You're not aware like that. You get it? And so, like I said, the physical body is a means for a thing to, not only be aware, but be self-aware. Meaning this unseen awareness has the ability now to actually see itself and become aware of itself in the many aspects of itself. Because of the vessel, you can kind of dissect things. Like, I don't like how this feels. I'm thinking, I'm doing. It becomes separate. You get it? And so now this awareness is trapped in three bodies. An unconscious body, our dark unconsciousness, which is its first body, a substance body or spirit body, and a physical body. Now, whatever this awareness, which is now an individual, experiences in physical life, will be stored in the body. The body becoming the memory, meaning the awareness has no memory. Awareness is not an individual. It's just a presence. But the body is downloading what is experienced through it. So now when the awareness is in the body, it goes through its days, it experiences what it does, and these things are downloaded into the body. When the presence leaves the body goes to sleep. When the body wakes up, The presence is basically back inside, and the body has all the memories stored. You get it? When y'all in unconscious sleep and dream, y'all don't have memory. Y'all know, y'all are familiar, but in terms of memory, why are you not thinking of your kids in unconsciousness? Why in dream you're not like, where are my children? Again, in physical life, if you woke up somewhere, that's the first thing you say. Where's my kids? When y'all in dream, that's not what pops in the mind. Where are my children? Y'all just in y'all dream. Like that. You're not all the way self-aware in dream. Like I said, dream evaporates, but I'm making a point. I forgot what it is, but I was making a deep point. But in any event, whatever one experiences physically is downloaded into the body. The body is the memory. Meaning a lot of y'all probably would associate memory with the brain or the mind of self. Say memory ain't got nothing to do with the physical. The memory is the physical body. Meaning the memory is stored there. When the presence leaves the body and comes back to it, it is because the memory is already stored in the body. Why when you wake up, you know who you are and you become self-aware of. You get my point? If you take my awareness out of me and put it in you, my awareness would know you. You get it? My awareness would not be inside of you and say, I am Solace, but we speak as you because that's what's downloaded in that body. You get it? We're not speaking the brain. We're speaking the awareness, which is not any individual. It's just a presence, like energy. You put energy in the radio, the energy will perform like the radio. You put energy in the phone, it will perform whatever's downloaded in the phone. It won't say, hey, I'm a radio. Hey, I'm energy. You get it? So I'm giving y'all an example. The body is the memory. Now, you get dream or afterlife because the memory that's stored in the body becomes the construct for that realm. Meaning, y'all physically live and y'all experience this, y'all experience things. This is downloaded into the body. These visions help to create a realm. You get it? So y'all see things, it's downloaded. In that, when y'all dream or go into that realm, it has construct. A baby doesn't have dream because a baby haven't seen anything to construct that world. The baby is just presence in its darkness, waiting to be born out. Say the baby moves, the baby's present. It can hear, see, feel. But in terms of having something that it had seen, no. In that, the baby has nothing to dream. The dream world or realm itself has not been constructed with anything. Y'all have a dream because y'all experience. That experience is downloaded into the body. It creates a realm for the spirit. Now, hopefully that was clear. I'm not sure if it is. Now, dream and afterlife is the same. You can look at dream as like checking up on the progress of this construction. So y'all live y'all whole lives creating y'all afterlife realm through the experiences. You got all fucked up experiences. You creating your afterlife or the realms of it like that. It's like if you have a fucked up day, then you have a dream and some nightmare. Like that. So we live how we live, we experience as we do, and at the same time we're creating our afterlife realms. Now I apologize, I have to take a quick restroom break. be back shortly. Now, where was I at? Oh, let me not drink nothing. Peace and wisdom, part 7. My Cherie said, we have a lot of water in our bodies, and water holds memory for sure. Salam, shalom. When y'all come here, can y'all please restrain from using YouTube wisdom? Y'all become like broken records. Then y'all all say the same thing. It becomes redundant. Please don't take offense. And a lot of y'all get lost in these cycles. It has nothing to do with wisdom. You sound programmed. Becomes redundant and annoying. Just think, if everybody's saying the same stupid thing, you know why they're saying it, because they heard it. But if I ask you for the science, say, tell me why water holds memory. You get it? I don't have no science to go with it. So I just explained memory. Memory is in the unconscious mind, the spirit body, which is substance, the physical body. It's not just some things stuck. You get my point? Some things stuck in water. It's not the first state of memory. The unconscious body, or what y'all know as unconsciousness, is the first state of memory. Water truly doesn't hold memory because water evaporates. Like I said about dream, spirit, it evaporates. So when you kind of think on it and you say, do water hold memory? How could something that evaporates so fast, how can it hold a memory? Think on what y'all hear. I know some of y'all like, nah, deep ass brother told me that. It don't matter if a scientist told you that. I think the scientist said water hold memory. I don't want to argue about it. We could say water hold memory, cool. But just remember it evaporate. It don't. I don't want to argue about it. But water evaporate. When I speak of spirit, body, and substance, I'm speaking of like CSF fluid, cerebral spinal fluid. This is waters that evolves into semen or seminal fluid, or the gooky yolk that's all in your spine. That part. That ain't evaporating like water. So, Try to grasp. Please don't take offense. Do crystals hold memory? Take the wisdom and apply it. Salam, shalom. Unconscious body, spirit body, physical body. Physical bodies become rock hard. Just learn. I don't think y'all know how to learn. Y'all are not aware how YouTube, what it's for, so how it dumb y'all out. So, break down some deep shit. Y'all can't really apply it in no way. Minds be lost on things that make no sense. Peace and wisdom, commissary. And anyway, let me get back to this. All I can say is some of y'all just become aware, because some of y'all are like getting really strange and lost in the mind. Like I said, wisdom is a weight. Will snap a nigga's brain or mind. Some of y'all go about wisdom the wrong way. Wisdom is the truth for making sense. You understand? The emotional state has to be together. Some of y'all are a little broken, spirited. You get my point? And so you see through that brokenness, you learn through that, it makes for more cloud. You get my point? Some things I may say, it may disturb some of y'all because it's touchy for you. You get my point? You have to become aware of these things. They're your block. That's why I always say get the emotional state together before you try to get wisdom. You don't, then y'all start to receive in any old thing. You get it? You start to pull for motivational talk. And anything y'all hear that is not disturbing to the spirit or the mind. It's like a kid. Tell a kid, let's have this deep conversation. You come in. You haven't been behaving right. They want to avoid that. You get it? The mind is not mature enough to accept. I haven't been, doing what I'm supposed to. An adult stays like that if they do not become aware of self. You get it? And so it's not just about wisdom, but it's about being aware. Meaning my wisdom is dependent on my awareness. I'm aware how my mind is, meaning the state it's in at all moments. And I'm aware of my emotional state at all moments. In that, I can control the tempo of things. When I'm learning, you get it? I'm flushing out perspectives, and I'm aware that if I have this little disturbance, it may make me perceive. You get my point? You want to stay balanced and fair when you're learning, or when you're just perceiving life or anything you're doing. And so, I'm not saying it's an easy thing or overnight thing. Nothing has to do with easy or hard. It just has to do with repetition, like what you repeatedly do. So, to reverse anything, you just have to repeatedly become aware. You get it? It's like working out. You ain't worked out in years. So now when you first start working out, it's a struggle. Not hard or a real struggle. It's just a matter of you getting up and doing it. But you get it? Like that. It's a matter of repetition. Every day you don't work out. So now, resistance. Once you start working out every day for a week, then when you don't work out, you're going to feel strange. Because you don't put yourself into a different cycle. So that's all it's about. Becoming aware and then putting yourself in a different cycle. Y'all view things as complex. So it becomes complex. You get it? Y'all will make a simple thing deep. And a deep thing simple. Get my point? Most things is simple. Grasp it, adjust, and be good to go. Unknown concept says, does hey rule any body parts? Y'all have to adjust y'all mind, like I said. Y'all perspective is not good for wisdom. Life don't have nothing to do with rule. This is an ideal man can get wrapped up into. But, you get it? There's no one that rules y'all. Y'all are ruled by ideals that people stand on. In that, they become your oppressor or your ruler. You say the government are ruler. They not at your house ruling you. You believe in these orders or these ideas that this system is based on. Because of that, so you say, we have rulers, the government. But they ain't at your house. They don't monitor what you do. You get it? You oblige the law because you just do. It's not over you really. It's just an ideal. Like that. Man has to become aware, okay, I'm still like a child in my mind. Meaning if someone tells y'all they rule, then y'all oblige. So y'all go down, y'all say we gotta go vote. Meaning y'all oblige to a ruler. Someone of a more intellectual level will say, why would I vote for a ruler? I'm my own ruler. I don't see the point. You say, well, you in the system, you have to. I don't have to do anything. Whatever they're ruling, they ain't in my house. You know my point? Have their game going. I don't have to acknowledge it. It has nothing to do with me truly unless I am lost in the game. See, those of y'all that don't get it, you have to wake up and go to work every day. You depend on the game. So you say, man, this nigga bugging, that's stupid. I know, because you're not free from the stupid. But if you were, then you would get what I'm saying. And so in that, your minds see distorted. You have a boss, meaning a ruler over you. You have a system that you view as your ruler. Many forms of rulers over you. And that is hard for y'all to understand. The pureness of nature. You get my point? Authority ain't got nothing to do with ruling. Meaning man cannot beat nature's wrath. But nature ain't oppressive or over man. It just has an authority. Meaning the hurricane comes, it just kills you niggas. You know, y'all can't win, but it's not a matter of rule. You get my point? It's a matter of fairness and balance. Everything is balanced. And I have to start to see things that way. And get a clear understanding of things. Meaning your question makes no sense. Does hey rule any body part? The question don't make sense, but you don't have the correct understanding of ancient Egyptian scholarship and other things. I'm not saying that so you take offense. Meaning if your mind is adjusted right, so you're not coming here in a competitive mind. You've already come to terms. Solace is wiser than me. I came to learn. So now when I'm telling you what I just did, it wouldn't bother you. You say, okay, I get it. I don't got the right perspective of ancient Egyptian scholarship. So what is it? You get it? Y'all come in the wrong mindset. Y'all reveal that y'all truly come in competitive mind. Not realizing it though, y'all just on y'all paths. Y'all follow things that's probably opposing of what I speak. And that you carry it over. You see through whatever you watch. You get it? You a Hebrew Israelite, so you get it? You kind of see, you hear through those eyes almost. In that mind, you don't realize it. You got orders and things still over the mind. The mind has to clear away these ideals so that it can see what's what. Unknown concept said, how can one end the resistance and become a part of the whole again? I love your wisdom. You always school and open my mind every time. I'm going to answer your question. Let me get to this video because that's the whole point. When I explain afterlife, you probably get the answer. But You are not an individual when you back in the whole. You get my point? So I have the wrong perspective. You can't serve two masters. You be whole and individual. You can't be your own individual and a part of a whole thing that has nothing to do with individuality. It's just a presence. Like that. So why man can't get back to the whole? Man got individuality problems. You get it? If any of y'all wondering, how does this crossing the abyss thing or becoming back one with the all works? You don't have a mind for it. This is what the teachings is about. Y'all individuals. You can't understand God or get to this whole thing because I can't work together or nothing. So you get my point? Go deep. But he said, I will never compete with my brother. Salam, shalom. I'm not saying it like that, like you can. You can't. I don't want to hurt your feelings. It wouldn't last. But I'm not saying y'all do it consciously. It's just something y'all don't realize. It comes out in y'all speech or the way y'all take offense to things. You get it? Your insecurity can be an abuse. People don't realize that. So if you come here and you're a little insecure, so you say, man, this nigga Silas think we all dumb. You stepped into those shoes, or you feel insecure. And so now you become abusive. You say, man, you think we all dumb. I don't know none of y'all. You get my point? You came with a mindset, or I said something that fit the shoe for you. Now you took offense to that. And so now you personalize it. Say, Silas think I'm dumb. Then you start to speak in that way. If you came in clear mind and you say he's just speaking, whoever fit the shoe of what he's saying, so then it's on them to just adjust. I don't need to know who fit the shoes of what. I don't care. You get my point? You broken spirited and I say something that bothers you, I don't want to have a debate about it. I'm saying it for you. You have to adjust. You have to become aware of that. But when one is not, so you get my point? When y'all go into immaturity, insecurities become abusive. Some of y'all in relationships like that. You might be with a man or a woman. If the conversation go too deep for them, are you know, confronting them with something that's important that they don't want to deal with, then they may hit you with the you narcissist, you get it, you yelling at me. You like, I ain't about that. I'm trying to get to the point. They're abusing you with their insecurities. You get my point? It's like a person say you a narcissist. This is all mind game stuff. When you're strong and straightforward and honest, you get my point? Can't nobody manipulate you or even play them games with you. You could just express to them what they're doing. Like you're insecure, you're trying to abuse me now because you don't want to deal with what's coming at you, which is just mature talk. You get my point? Some of y'all are like that. Some of y'all are in situations like that. You may not realize it. And so, be aware of y'all insecurities, meaning it brings y'all to a place where y'all can be abusive to those that's confident around y'all. You get my point? Not realizing it. It's almost like if I'm the lower thing, then I can't. You know how y'all say black people can't be racist, we don't have no power. In that, y'all basically saying y'all can be any old thing, but it don't matter. You get it? I can't be racist because I don't have no power. So you could just say all the racist things to a white person, but from your perspective, you say this don't count because you view self as the lesser. Meaning when you view yourself as a lesser thing, you're not going to take account of what you doing, because you say it don't matter. I don't have power. I'm nothing. Like that. An insecure person doesn't realize when they put themselves out of the mind. Some of y'all grasp, some of y'all don't. Like I said, it's important to get the emotional state together, especially if you're an adult. You go through a lot in life, you've been here for quite a while. There has to be a shedding, a clearing away of space. We speaking internally. Some of y'all still have things y'all holding on to from when you was 5. Don't get upset. Apply what I'm saying to the self. Just know that this is the kind of work that you're supposed to be doing as an adult. Not running away from yourself as a kid, looking for things to do. Some of y'all like that. You damn near 50 and shit like that, still running to the clubs and all that. You running away from self. You have to reflect. You get to a place where everything's cleared out and you truly are happy, and you get my point? Build up on that. I don't know if that's clear. You have to be mature to grasp, but let's get back to this video. I forgot where I was, but I'm assuming I was explaining. I forgot where I was at. The body. It stores the memory. So I'll just start there. Like I said, we all have our awareness, or the presence within our bodies. This awareness is trapped in an unconscious body, a spirit body, and a physical body. The presence or awareness that we are, or that we are not. This is just a vast thing. The presence that's within these vessels that we are, because we are the vessels. This is the individual. Like I said, the memory stored there. Who you are got to do with an appearance, a name, physical attributes. You're familiar with these physical attributes. They're in your mind space. You get my point? And so when the awareness is put into the body, it wouldn't matter what awareness it is, the body can become animated, and whatever memory is in it, it's accessible. Now, like I said, when we live and we experience things physically, this is how the dream reality is constructed, or the afterlife reality. Of course, we live our whole lives, then we die. When we die, so the dream construct or the afterlife is fully constructed based off one's memories and experiences. Meaning you visually see things, hear things, think of things through the course of your life. These things creating a realm. Of course, the spirit or substance body in state of self is not physical, so it doesn't necessarily need physical things. It just needs ideals, imagery, perspective. And so when y'all dream in the world y'all are in y'all dream, yes, it looks real because this is where, you get my point? You say, when I'm in my dream, it looks like the real regular world that we live in. Yeah, because that's what you constructed it with. You've seen places and things here. That part, it becomes a part of the dream world. It's helping to construct it. Now, of course, in spirit, you are not self-aware. Y'all dream, y'all are aware, but not self-aware. Meaning when you're physical, you're self-aware. You're not just aware, but you are aware of self. Of course, the spirit body is before the physical body. When the spirit body or the substance body is formed over the unconscious body, the awareness is not aware of itself because it has no form to be aware of. Then you have a physical body that the spirit body and unconscious body is put in. Now the awareness has something to be self-aware of, physical vessel. But when y'all go back to dream or the spirit body, y'all are not self-aware. Y'all are just aware of the things transpiring. But if I ask you like details of yourself, like what did your left arm look like and right arm, you never really looked. You just know or familiar with your form. You get it? Say, I don't think I looked in the mirror when I was dreaming at myself. Like that. You had a dream, you looked in the mirror before? Most people say, I can't recall that. Because you're already familiar with yourself. So in your mind and you have your body. Why would you get it? When you wake up out of sleep, there's no mirror around. You may not even, some of y'all don't look at yourselves and be like, out of the abyss. You just get up, you assume like I got my body. I already know myself. Like that. Y'all going to dream in that state. I already know myself. And so, like I said, the dream has nothing to be self-aware of. Now, of course, the physical experience is creating the dream or afterlife realms. It'll be an afterlife realms when the body dies. Now, when the body dies, y'all will go into your afterlife or your dream realms, but be self-aware in it. You understand? The self-awareness or the awareness never leaving. So now you're in your spirit body, in your unconscious body, in your dream or afterlife realm that you created of experiences. This dream realm or afterlife realm will last as long as the body stays intact. So this is why ancient Egyptians mummified or cast the body. As long as the body stays intact, the afterlife or dream space will stay intact. You get my point? Once the body perishes, the dream reality or afterlife will perish. And so the afterlife is determined on the physical vessel. This is why the ancient Egyptians put so much time into mummifying the early bodies. Because the awareness can always come back to the body. You get it? And the memory is there. Meaning the dead, or what we view as the dead, can always come back to their vessel in here. You get it? They'd paint eyes on it, or they'd use their real fucking eyeballs, just cement them out. When you're dealing with mummification, you're basically dealing with what y'all would call in modern day a cast. I broke my arm, I need a cast. You get it? Now imagine a cast, you know the cast for like cloth somewhat, but cement. They're doing that to the vessel, meaning the body. They're casting it. And then sometimes they paint like whatever the person looked like over it or whatever the case may be. They do the same with the eyeballs, kind of cast them. You get my point? And so, like I said, the physical vessels determine on the afterlife. Y'all have a dream because y'all have a physical body. And have an afterlife because the physical body hasn't perished all the way or dematerialized all the way. And so this is why they mummified the bodies. You have bodies that they're tampering with now that have been in that state for 2,500 years. That's basically to say, if they reach a state of scientific evolvement, if they evolve scientifically, all the mummies they unearthing, they could just put awareness into them and they'll just, you get it, become animate or themselves. Now, of course, they need fucking food. It'll be a little thin and shit like that and look strange, but like I said, the cells and all the memory is there. Of course, the heart, all these things can be re-implanted. You get my point? Y'all get heart transplants. Shit ain't that. Nothing like this should sound strange to y'all. Y'all get fucking breasts. You get my point? Meaning bringing an old wrinkle beat up body shouldn't sound strange to y'all bringing that back. Y'all bring y'all flat wrinkle ass titties and ass to life. So, you could hit hearts and shit. Heart transplant, liver transplant. Like that. If they get to a place, they can, kind of animate them bodies. But more than that, it's not for that. It's for that person's soul or the awareness that they are to be able to access the physical vessel, and that they still have a tie to the physical reality. Can hear y'all still. This is why in some teachings they say the dead can hear and still feel. Be delicate with the dead. They can still feel, like when you touching them, if you're rough or not. Most people say a dead body is dead. They just throw that shit. You get it? No, the awareness is still in there. Like that. It's still in there. And if they're awake in that vessel, do you get it? I'm not saying the vessel will move, but if they're awake in the vessel, they can hear. They can feel. Like when y'all half sleep, half awake, so y'all not moving, but you can still hear the outer noise. Like that. Now, when the physical body perishes, meaning dematerializes, so this is when the spirit realm evaporates. This is when the spirit dies, meaning the spirit body dies then. Now, of course, the awareness is still trapped in its unconscious body or its first body. And so all that's experienced during the spirit, you get it? Meaning all that's experienced through the spirit body. Whatever the awareness experienced during afterlife through the spirit body is downloaded into the unconscious body. Same way like when you physical, you experience what you do and then it's downloaded into the physical body. Helping to create a dream reality or a spirit world. Now, like I said, when the physical body completely perishes, so the afterlife realm, meaning the place itself, will fade. This is why the ancient Egyptians kept the body preserved. You keep that body preserved for 1,000,000 years, nigga will have a 1,000,000-year afterlife. Meaning he will be in his construct for eternity, or whatever 1,000,000 years getting. The body is burnt up or whatever the case may be, afterlife's gone. So I know some of y'all say, damn, so all the people that was like, what you call that when they burn them? Not reincarnate, but forget the name, but people that get burned, they are still in their unconscious body or their first body. Like I said, all they experience in their afterlife will be downloaded into their first body, the unconscious mind. And so they're still an individual. You understand? Meaning there's nothing now for this awareness that's in its unconscious body to experience. There's no physical body or spirit body. There's no physical realms for it to exist in now or spirit realms for it to exist in now. But it's still trapped in its unconscious body, which stores all the memory from when it was physical all the way to this point. And so now the awareness is trapped in its unconscious body. There's nothing to be aware of, but it still has its memory, meaning it can still think. I did a video in the past, I said, when you die, you'll be in a dark space, but conscious. Like that. And so, there's nothing to be aware of, but you're still present. You can still think. Most of y'all will probably get mad or whatever, but like that. When the physical body perishes and the spiritual body perishes, you're left with the unconscious body. But it still has, cremated, but it still has the memory downloaded in it. Like the physical body. And so you are still you, just with nothing to interact with or communicate with, but you're still present and can still think. You get my point? When that body perishes or fades, this is when the awareness in the body, which is an individual, blends back in with the all awareness. You get my point? Meaning that's when it's free from samsara or individuality. Hopefully I'm clear. It's like it's jumping on my end. Let me know if I'm clear or if it's going in and out. But that's what you call a soul becoming free. Meaning, if your question is, so do we die? The ego, which is the I, the individual, this is what make you think like, you get my point? You something. But all you have is awareness, which is a presence. It's not no individual thing. It's just presence. And pieces of this presence can be wrapped in unconscious dark bodies. Of course, those bodies becoming spirit bodies and then be placed in physical bodies. And all of this has to rewind, meaning the physical body has to perish and dematerialize, the spirit body the same, in the unconscious mind. But that ain't physical. That's all memory, whether the memory be disturbed or not. You get it? The fabric of what makes one themselves. You know, their memory. Individual. It's y'all memory that makes y'all who y'all are. And remove that, then y'all just free to be whoever y'all told y'all are. You get it? Like that. Once the unconscious mind or that first dark body is removed, then all the memory of who you are as that individual is gone. In that, you're just awareness with no memory or nothing to think on. You get it? And you're back one with just your presence. And that, you get my point? You can be thrown back into a first body. And so the point I'm making is awareness never dies. The bodies that are created for the awareness, those things perish. But they're just times. You get my point? You have physical bodies on every level of life. Atom, molecule, cell, organism, star, galaxy, universe, beyond. These bodies being born in their times, living as long as they do. The awareness, which is not any individual, just accessing the vessels, picking up from the experience that was left off the day before. You get my point? Your awareness being bound to the body by the unconscious body. So every time you go to sleep and wake back up, you get my point? You're familiar with self because of memory. If the memory is moved away, then you get my point? You're free. In terms of if you're not a body, just an awareness, trapped in its memory or unconsciousness, basically a soul. In that, you get my point? The point I'm making is y'all are not awareness. You get my point? Y'all are the individuals. Say why? Because the perspective. When y'all asking the question, do we die? Y'all speaking as individuals, as who you know yourself to be. Do that die? Yeah, that die. In terms of the awareness, which has nothing to do with no individual, no I am. That never dies. That's just awareness. Which we all are. But we get lost in our memory. It becomes the soil or the soot to keep one bound to physical life or remanifesting. You get my point? Awareness being trapped in its unconscious body can manifest into spirit body again. You get it? And then be placed into physical body. You know, exhale, y'all know the process. And then be born out again. Like that. And so you get it? This is how your Far East teachings, meaning basically a more simple way of explaining their teachings. It goes deeper than this about try and grasp. Shalom, shalom, you the verse. Now, if y'all have any questions, y'all can ask. But that's how life works in perspective. Religions and things is just exploitations of understanding. You get my point? One understands, they make a curriculum off the understanding to kind of control others who don't have understanding. There you go, different angles. The individual personality has up till the deterioration of unconscious body before merging back into the all. And when that happens, you are not no individual. You get my point? Meaning because y'all individuals, y'all don't fully get it. Say, I want to merge back with the all. You will be no more as an individual. That's done for. So the most you can do physically is be aware. Meaning when I die, I could pass through. But it's because of my awareness. You get it? Y'all are ignorant on all that I just explained. So when you die and go into your dream or afterlife, you're aware, but you don't know what the fuck is going on. You get it? Because I'm aware, I can just clock out. Like, this is stupid. It's like physical life. It's not as exciting for me, as it is for y'all. Or like breathtaking, or I don't know what's gonna happen one moment from the next. I already get physical life. I already get y'all. You get it? And so it's just like, it's like knowing a movie, and then you're like, all right, well, I'm here, so I'll just have to play. I can just observe. You get it? It's hard to explain. For y'all, it's more like, okay, I have my religion, then I'm gonna die, then I'm gonna get a revealing of something. You get it? Imagine if you already knew all of this. Like, all right, I already know how this works. Like that. It wouldn't be so like that. And so when you die, it's easy for me to give up who I am as an individual. That's the easiest thing y'all can do. Y'all desperate to do that. That's why y'all change through the course of your lives. You're not who you was as a child. You get my point? Some people become stuck, but for the most part, y'all change. Meaning who y'all are as individuals, y'all wouldn't care. Y'all want to change. Like, y'all mimic other people. It really ain't that deep or important, but in perspective, it is when looking at things from the individual perspective. So like if I ain't me, then you get it? Y'all can't truly grasp existence. And you get my point? That's why I say the glory in physical life When you reach a certain state of wisdom, is to become aware of your moments. Get it? You don't sit around thinking about what you're going to do tomorrow or what past thoughts is disturbing you, because this is how most people spend their life, thinking about the future or the past. The past being a disturbance to them in some way, or just reminiscing on old times, or they even thinking about what they're going to do. Never being present in the present moment and enjoying that. You get my point? Like that. Just be present and live. Most can't do that. And so when you're able to do that in physical life, you're like someone who can easily let go of the ego or the individual. The ego is just the individual. You get my point? Y'all egos is dependent on how unique or how much of y'all own individual you are. Y'all say like Silas got ego. That truly just means Silas ain't like us. He's all the way like his own individual. We can't manipulate him. He has an ego. Y'all ego is controlled. Like that. Y'all ego haven't broke free. Like, man, fuck y'all fat pussy. And you don't give a fuck. Yo, fuck your whole deal up. You like, I don't care. Like that. Where you become free. And so, like I said, the ego is just the individual. If one can let go of that, then you can be present in your moments, enjoy your moments, and when needed, pass through. Now, if y'all have any questions, y'all can ask. Thank you, everyone that gave back. I appreciate that. And y'all brass, make sure y'all give me some thumbs up. Make sure y'all groom yourselves to start coming in better spirits. Start dealing with every aspect of y'all life in better spirits and start there. Meaning change and progress. You have to become aware. You're an awareness in the body or a presence in the body, and the pinnacles of this awareness is to become self-aware. Completely aware of every aspect of the self. Eventually evolving to all awareness. You get it? So you see how like when y'all do certain things, I could tell you, and you say like Silas got ego, and I'm like, you just envious. Where I know exactly what's what. I can feel your energy. You get my point? Some of y'all may you think you better than us. You think you less than me. Meaning my wisdom is making you feel insecure. Now you bleeding it out on me. You get it? I know my feelings and I'm aware of myself. That's why I never say like, if y'all say like I have ego, I don't be like, I don't have ego. Not ego, big ego. But I can feel y'all aware. You get my point? That's what becoming aware is. Meaning y'all an awareness that has to mature and become aware of the outer. Eventually evolving into being self-aware. Then aware of all the things in the outer. When I say aware, I mean aware from their perspective. Yes, y'all are aware of your girlfriend, your friend, the dog, but you don't have an awareness that can blend with it, where you're aware from its perspective. You see how I say, man, y'all eat fucking plants, they alive. But I can see or perceive from their perspective. And that I can't say like eating up plants is better than eating up animals. And that I say we eat the animals. They beastly like y'all. They just kill anyway. The plants don't bother nobody. Like that. Y'all cannot see. Y'all are not aware beyond self. Most haven't even reached the place of being self-aware, where you're honest with how you feel, the mind, and you're aware. You get my point? Meaning some of y'all have emotional problems. You're aware of that, but you're aware that you want to hide it away, like you don't want to deal with it. Not aware like, oh, okay, I have to adjust. It's okay. Like that. And so, kind of grass. Thank you, Universe and everyone else. Yeah, a whole lot of wisdom. When y'all get a chance, give back. If y'all have any questions, ask while I'm here for our slide. Different angles said solace. So my unconscious body holds all the memories of my descent into the physical body. Trying to understand everything I experience in the abyss. Your body downloads what you experience in physical. That part. See how y'all get lost so fast in Dodo Bird? Say so my physical body or my unconscious body downloaded everything that I experienced in manifesting out physically. You didn't experience nothing until you got into physical life. Awareness is wrapped in an unconscious body. What is it aware of? It's unconsciousness. It's dark space. It's nothing to be aware of, even if it is aware. Like that. Spirit body. This awareness has not seen or experienced anything to dream. What memory is it downloading anywhere? It isn't until the awareness is in physical vessel and born out that it experiences things. In that, now you have downloading happening. It has something to remember. After that, all goes the other way. Salam, shalom. You got it now. Unknown concept has said, how does one tip scales back into balance? Your question was actually good. I read it kind of wrong, but that was a good question. Different angles. He was asking, do we know basically, is our coming into physical life downloaded in the unconscious? I suppose it's there, but it's not nothing that, you get my point? It's nothing, like, nothing was experienced. Yes, on the external, so there's a bunch of stuff happening, but in terms of the awareness, the baby's in the body, the eyes, they ain't even formed yet, but when they do, they close, you get it? It's not, it doesn't have anything to be aware of, it's just aware. Something in the body tickles the baby's feet, it moves. It's present, it's aware, meaning it has the senses, it can feel if it's touched. May even laugh, whatever. But it has nothing that it experienced, meaning seen or interacted with to form a thought, for that thought to become a memory. Like that. How does one tip scale back into balance? You have to have morals. Meaning, like I said yesterday, morals is the beginnings of maturity. A lot of y'all are immature, but you're not aware of self in that way. And so a kid can't be fair because they're not mature enough to deal with their emotions only. Snapping back into balance got to do with y'all emotional state. That's what makes y'all unfair. You say, I don't like this person and I like that person. Then you get my point? Y'all are not fair. Y'all don't see and perceive fairly. That carries over into everything at some point. Meaning once you start going unbalanced, residue carries over. You start to bring it to other situations. You get it? If I do you unfairly, so whoever's closest to you, you may balance that back out by doing them unfairly, not realizing that you're just trying to compensate for what was lost. You get it? And a nigga get bullied at school, then he come home, he bully his little siblings, cause you don't want to get lost in the imbalance, because then it starts to, you get it? You start to move in that way, it becomes a whole pass. Peace and wisdom, Savannah Studio. Now I'm about to depart. Hopefully y'all grasp. I don't mind staying on longer, but I'm a little hungry. Seeing if y'all got any questions before I depart. I'll be leaving kind of fast. But adjust the emotional state. That's the most important thing. That's the lens. Meaning you can see and hear, and that life's beautiful, but you got to get your frequency or your radio dial together. That's the emotional state. Y'all disturbed within, y'all hear and see through these disturbances. If you don't like a certain person, you won't listen to what they got to say. What they might say might be life-saving to you. The emotional state has to always be good. You get it? Where there's no hate, dislike, these things in it. If there is, work on removing it. Whatever you hate or dislike is just a reflection of a part of self that you hate or dislike. I'm saying, man, I don't like solace. I might just represent a part of yourself that you ain't expressing. So you like bitter now. Man, he said something that I thought of before and I never said nothing. He got a swag kind of like I got, but I'm shy and I don't really show myself. And you kind of get bitter. You see parts of self that, oh, it could be something else with another experience. You got a boyfriend or a girlfriend that broke your heart, and now somebody remind you of that, and you get it? They ain't them, but you kind of view them from that fucked up emotional state. The emotional state has to get good. This is when y'all can start to see and grasp things clearly. A lot of y'all emotional state is disturbed. That's why y'all run to religion. A Christian is a Christian out of fear, not out of love. They don't love God. They scared to death in this world. They don't know what's going on. And so they like, whatever is supposed to be good, maybe I can find shelter there. Like that. You want to clear your emotional state up. You don't want to make decisions off of fear. You don't want to do things off an insecure state. You want the emotional state to be perfected. Where you're confident, you're good, you're balanced in your way. And that, you're alright. There's really nothing to fear. Salam, shalom, Koya Raquel. Said, how many meals do we supposed to eat a day? That's your rules. I teach one maturing into not being a baby. So, don't take offense. Just become aware of how immature what you just asked is, truly. I know it's a common thing, but become aware. Fucking kid, I'm asking people what I'm supposed to eat. You're asking to be ruled over and don't realize it. What we supposed to eat? So you asking to be ruled over, technically, whether you're aware of that or not. Your mind has to become mature and an adult. You get it? Most of y'all are children, but you're grown. And so then you become offended a lot. And then if I say to you, and like you're a kid, you ask me what you're supposed to eat. You've been alive long enough to where you should know what you like and what you don't like. If I tell you eat this or that, why do my authority and what I tell you to eat mean more than your own brain? It ain't like we talking about me, we talking about you. Again, What you put in your belly, why you take more authority of what my brain say should go in your own belly than your own brain. Immature, easily manipulated, want to please or appease others. Like that, y'all have to mature. I teach that, maturity. In regards to diet, moderation. Whatever you eat, be moderate. You don't need to overeat. Outside of that, you eat whatever you want. If you dumb and you say, well, I can eat doo-doo, go ahead and eat doo-doo. I don't deal with... I think whoever I'm talking to got common sense. In terms of the new vegan products and all of that, that's not real food. That's like microwave food. Beyond meat and grass-fed meat and all this weird stuff. You get it? Plant-based meat and all of that. Meat don't come from plants. This is just genetically modified products like microwave food to mimic the food that y'all like that y'all can't get if you're vegan. You like cheeseburgers, so you have to get a vegan burger. But there is no such thing as a vegan or vegetarian burger. You can't make plants look like a burger unless you modify a thing like that. So just kind of be moderate. It's like I said, become one with nature and you will clearly see the truth in things. You have the winter months. Food is not growing in them times. This is the times where men hunt, eat meat. Summertime come around. So my diet moves like that for the most part. Summertimes I'm eating fruit a lot, drinking a lot of juices, eating vegetables. It's too hot to be carrying around meat. Wintertime come around, you need more substance. Eat meat. Besides that, shit ain't growing in the winter. So whatever you eating in the winter, you say, nah, I stored this up. Cool, that shit ain't fresh. It ain't real. When you talking about the supermarkets, all that shit fake. So, like I said, moderation is everything. You might be in an environment where ain't nothing but fake fucking food. You'll be alright if you moderate. Meaning if you someone that ain't desperate to eat, and you could say, man, I can eat one time a day, ain't no big deal for me. I'm moderate. I can eat twice a day, ain't no big deal. I ain't got to eat every time I get hungry. You'll be alright in any situation that you in. If you someone a little greedy, you gonna have problems with any diet you choose to partake in. So, outside of that, vegan, meat eating, all of that, these is just agendas. I want y'all to eat a certain way, so then they brainwash whoever's immature and weak-minded. Black women will perming their hair and wearing it straight, and so through manipulation they have accomplished in making you guys walk around with afros and nappy hair and dreadlocks, and when they decide that they don't want that to be in fashion no more, they will manipulate y'all to start straightening back out. Y'all want to be accepted and appease others, so y'all will follow the trends. They want y'all to embrace African and all of this blackness now, so y'all do. When they start to frown upon it, meaning those y'all look up to, y'all stars, and you get it like that. One has to become mature and aware of these things and say, okay, I'm just a manipulated fool. It doesn't matter if I'm 40, 50, 60. This can happen until I take accountability of my own mind. Like that. Y'all care about others' perspectives more than y'all own. If their perspective ain't got nothing to do with the truth of the matter, and they got something to do with like what you put in your belly, nobody should be concerned with what you put in your belly and what come out your ass. So I don't really like those convos, like what should I eat and diet. I'm not concerned with nobody belly or nobody ass. I'm an intellectual. I give you wisdom. You can figure out all of that other private stuff yourself. If I'm out with somebody, I don't want to have a discussion about food. You order what you eat. You're gonna disturb me if I'm noticing you trying to order what you think You get it? Some of y'all are like that. You say, I'm out with Solace. Solace is wise. I think he might be a vegan. You might like chicken and shit. So you try to order like what you think I would like. Eat what you eat. It's going in your belly and out your ass, not mine. You get my point? A lot of y'all in environments like that. Judgmental on your personal movements. And so in that you become quite insecure and it leads y'all to be like, what am I supposed to eat? So kind of grass. Different angles said, after you're snatched by the pulsating hue to fall into the abyss, what exactly am I falling from that always resembles broken glass? I have no clue what you're talking about. Your mind space is your own. Your emotional problems is your own. You get it? I lost in the world where people like, somebody might answer that for you and be like, pretend like whatever you doing they did and went where you went. My wisdom is based on real things. Wherever y'all go in y'all dreams, that's where y'all go. I wouldn't know. You get my point? Whatever you're doing in your own mind space and however you've constructed the wisdom that I give, I don't know how it's perceived in your mind to say. Whatever y'all experience, I don't. So I could just hear it. So you reach broken glass, I don't know what that is. Everything's clear for me. I don't want you to get lost and say, he don't. Whatever you doing, the goal of everything is clarity and understanding. So I just explained how I understand life and how clear it is. So I have kinks y'all have to iron out. You understand? I don't know y'all wrinkles. I just know smooth. This has nothing to do with anything y'all can accomplish now. You're physical. You're trapped in your physical vessel. You're trapped in your spiritual body. You're trapped in your unconscious body. I'm not sure if you think you can like dive out of your unconscious body or you get it? Like that, the wisdom take y'all in the dumb realms in the brain. Not fully grasping. But you get my point? Y'all not seeking step-by-step understanding. Y'all like Takeoff got shot, so y'all got whatever pieces y'all got. Y'all cool with forming an opinion and judgment off that. Y'all learning that way. Never being aware, like, hold on, he not giving us a step-by-step breakdown. Just breaking down something. In the particulars, I'm gonna have to get a one-on-one on to go through whatever little things I can think of. But whatever y'all unclear on, don't look at it as something you need to understand. Look at it as something you need to iron out. A little wrinkle or kink in your armor. You don't need to understand it. Wrinkle it out. Meaning get it out of there. It ain't leading to a clear thought. Now I'm about to depart. Peace and wisdom to everybody that gave back. Everybody that didn't, it wouldn't matter. Y'all get y'all lives together. Those of y'all that gave back, I appreciate your balance and your appreciation for the wisdom. Those of y'all that didn't give back, you might appreciate the wisdom. It's just ain't the time. The point is nobody take offense. Get the knowledge, grasp. Those of y'all that gave back, truly appreciate y'all. Salam, shalom.